Before starting this video, I was going through the internet searching for various quotes how to start this video. I found a really nice one. The quote says, "You always won't have a good day, but if you have a bad day, you can face it with a good attitude." Hi friends, I am Dr. Kumar Kamble. I am consultant psychiatrist at Nagpur, and in this video we are going to discuss about how to deal with stress at workplace. This is the third video of this video series based on mental health at workplace. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe our YouTube channel Umang Clinic Dr. Kumar Kamble. Also please visit our Facebook page Umang Clinic Nagpur. So let's get started with this video. So far in this video series dealing about mental health at workplace, we have discussed about what are the different factors that affect mental health at workplace and what are the different signs and symptoms of stress at workplace. In this video, we are going to discuss about how to deal with stress at workplace. Let me at the very start bring your attention to the very basic remedy to deal with stress at workplace. Talk to someone. Yes, share how do you feel to somebody. This somebody or someone can be any person whom you feel you have trust, whom you feel you can share your feelings and whom you are comfortable to talk to. This person can be a person from your workplace. He can be your colleague, he can be your boss, he can be anybody. This person can even be your friend. This person can even be your relative. But this person is the person where you can share your feelings. Remember, talking and expressing out is very important. Many people find it difficult when they are not able to share their feelings, how they feel, what are they going through to somebody. And this is where the problem of stress keeps on building up inside again and again above, and it piles up and ultimately it starts affecting the person. It might start expressing itself in form of various mental health issues like anxiety, depression, substance abuse, alcohol dependence, smoking, and various other forms, sleep disturbances. So talking to somebody is very, very, very important. It recently happened to me that a person walked into my clinic yesterday, a young person. He said, "Doctor, since last 5 to 6 months, I've been feeling very low. I've been not able to concentrate on my work. I'm not able to go to my home because of the lockdown, and I feel really stressed about it. But since 5 to 6 months, I don't know who to talk to this to. I feel I'm very lonely. I don't have any friends here. I feel, what will happen if I share my feelings to my family members? Will they make fun of me? What will happen if I share my feelings to colleague at my workplace?" He said, "Finally, I took up the courage and I came to you." He spoke to me about for 45 minutes. He kept on describing about what difficulties he went through in all these 5 months, and he expressed about all the feelings that he had. At the end of the session, there are few depressive symptoms, so I started him on medications. But while going back, he said, "Doctor, finally I have found somebody that I can talk to, and I can talk to without any fear, without the fear of being judged. I can share my feelings easily, freely." That is what the crux of the story is. The importance of sharing. Yes. So the very first point, but the very most important basic point, share your feelings, talk to somebody. As I told you in this story, this person was not able to share it with anybody, neither with his friends, neither with his family members, neither with his colleagues. So finally he came to a professional, mental health professional. So if you find it difficult to talk to somebody, you can always seek the help of a mental health professional. You can always go and talk to them. About talking to somebody, I also put forth upon the next point what comes into the picture, that is staying connected. Stay connected with your family members, stay connected with your friends, stay connected with the people you feel you can always talk to. For doing this, you don't have to take any different efforts. It is far more easy than you think about. After the end of the day, when you go back home, just spend some time with your family members. Just talk to them how your day went. Just ask them how their day went. This simple conversation of daily sharing helps you to de-stress a lot. So, stay connected with your family members. If you are working away from your family, talk to them on phone every day. Talk to them after the day is over. If you're away, if your friends are away from you, call them once a while, but do stay connected. Remember, it's not about how frequently you talk to your friends. It's about whenever you feel you can talk to your friends. That's what true friends really mean. A friend in need is friend indeed. So stay connected to your friends. Another important point that pops in is taking breaks. Yes, take breaks at workplace, take breaks at weekend, take breaks at the end of the year, but make sure you take breaks. Friends, as we continue to work, after some time our brain is not able to give some more productive work. It requires some rest. So every day, make sure you give your brain some time off at the workplace. This can be for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. This can be a place where you don't get any mobile network or you don't check your mobile. But make sure you take this 5 to 10 minutes break every day at your workplace. In this 5 to 10 minutes, you allow your mind for not to think about work at all. You do not focus at work at all. In this 5 to 10 minutes, you just think about something else. You can do anything else but not work, just for this 5 to 10 minutes. This other work can be reading a novel, listening to music, or doing nothing but just sitting. But make sure you take this 5 to 10 minutes break at your workplace every day. Similarly, at weekends, make sure you sometimes take day off and spend without thinking about the work for the whole day. Spend your weekend by going to some place, take a break or do some activity, but make sure you take breaks. That is what taking vacations also mean. At the end of the year or in mid-year, take a break, go on a vacation. Make sure you disconnect yourself from the work. In these breaks, do not think about the work. Do not engage back into activities related to work. Do something different, but make sure you take break. Taking break helps your mind rejuvenate. Taking break helps your mind to rest. Taking break sometimes also helps you to get a different thinking perspective when you start afresh about thinking about a problem at work or about finding a solution about a matter at work. So make sure you take ample breaks. Another thing what comes into my mind when I talk about how to deal with stress at workplace is adequate amount of sleep. Make sure you sleep for 6 to 8 hours per day, and also make sure this is one uninterrupted session of sleep. It doesn't mean that you sleep for 2 hours in the afternoon and you sleep for 4 to 5 hours at night. No, you sleep for continuous 6 to 8 hours at night uninterruptedly. Sleep is the time when memory formation takes place. Sleep is the time when mind has actually got some time to rest. Some functions of the mind are resting. Sleep is the time when the whole body gets some rest and gets itself ready for the next coming day. So make sure you sleep adequately. Another point I want to add in this, make sure you follow the sleep hygiene routine. You eat 2 hours before you go to bed, or before you go to bed, means your dinner should be 2 hours before you sleep. Avoid stimulatory activity at night like watching mobile. Avoid stimulant liquid intakes at night like alcohol, tea, coffee. Avoid all these substances. Make sure you eat properly at night. You do not sleep empty stomach. Sometimes you can also have fruits like banana half to 1 hour before the sleep. It helps in having a good sleep. But make sure you follow the sleep hygiene routine to have a good uninterrupted sleep for the night. As we move on to some personal care, we also shift our focus about having a balanced diet. A balanced diet is a very big contributor in dealing stress at workplace. A balanced diet makes sure that you are physically fit. A balanced diet also makes sure that you are mentally fit. A balanced diet makes sure that you are able to combat diseases, infections around you. A balanced diet makes sure that you have a good amount of energy when you wake up in the morning and are ready to face all the hurdles in the day. So make sure you have a balanced diet. Make sure you have a stomach full of breakfast. Make sure you have lunch after few hours of the break from the breakfast. Make sure you also have something in the evening, and then after the evening eating routine, make sure you also have the dinner. 4 times a day. The diet is called a balanced diet. Avoid eating carbonated drinks. Avoid using processed food. Avoid using fried food items. Make sure you include maximum green vegetables in your diet. Make sure you include fresh eatables in your diet. Make sure you drink adequate amount of water every day. Yes, recommended dose of water or recommended amount of water is 4 to 5 liters. So many people come to me and say they just drink hardly 1 or 2 liters per day, and that is why they face difficulties like digestive problems, constipation, acidity, sometimes renal stones. So all these problems can be avoided with adequate hydration. Make sure you hydrate yourself adequately. Moving further ahead, exercise. Exercise is very important. Make sure you exercise daily at least 30 to 45 minutes. This exercise can be different forms. It can be cycling one day, it can be running one day, it can be walking one day, it can be badminton one day, but make sure you exercise regularly every day. If not possible every day, at least make sure you exercise for 3 times a week. But make sure you exercise. It's not possible for all of us to go to gym every day, but make sure with whatever options we have around us, we use them to the optimum and have good amount of physical exercise. Friends, remember, a good physical exercise produces chemicals in body which keep us energetic throughout the day, and also they make sure after a tiring day we get a good sleep. So exercising is very important. Also, try to exercise in the morning hours, not in the night hours, because if you exercise in the night hours, these energetic chemicals what are produced, that will be produced in the body, and we will be energetic throughout the night. And then after, when the day awakens, the time when we are supposed to go to work, that time we might start feeling sleepy. So this sleep wake cycle might get disturbed if you exercise in the late evening hours. So avoid exercising in the late evening hours, but make sure you exercise every day at least 30 to 45 minutes. Another important activity is be grateful. Yes, reach out to people, help out others, help any person, which can be it can be like helping elderly, helping your neighbors, helping doing some small things. Keep yourself involved in some activity outside the office that makes you feel grateful about the life, that makes you feel the accept the greatness of living this gift of life. Be grateful. Very important point what most of the time we miss out is avoid involving into substance abuse. Avoid indulging into drinking alcohol or smoking or any other substances that are addictive in nature. Avoid indulging into these kind of activities when you feel stress at workplace. There are many more other ways to deal stress or managing stress at workplace. That can be like time management, improving interpersonal skills, assertiveness training. Yes, developing the habit of saying properly, how to say no when you are not comfortable in doing something, or when you feel there can be some better way to do a particular task. That is assertiveness training. So these are various skills that also are included when we say managing stress at workplace. So this brings us to the end of this video, where we have discussed how to manage stress at workplace. These are various things. There can be more, a number of things that can be added, but that limits, we have the limited this video to some amount of time. So friends, I hope you like this video. In next video we will be talking about how to help a person at your workplace who is undergoing stress.